top turtle attacks. We can warm up with the same warm-ups that we used for week 1 for positioning. And so now we're going to work on a couple of transitions to different positions from this top turtle. So same starting position that we were at, hip to hip, knee to knee, pushing into them. And so I'm going to take his back a couple different ways. So the first one that we're going to do is my hand is going to be at his belly. I'm going to be here. And so I'm going to try to knock him over. So this knee is going to go where this knee is, and this knee is going to come up as I pull him over. So that's what it looks like in slow motion. So we're here. You put your hand on the ground to help you, and I'm pulling him over to try to get him to this kind of a position. He might fall all the way over like this, in which case I would just start squishing him into his side control, or he may end up on his elbow, And if he's on his elbow, he's opening up himself for a crucifix position. So then I can just go my over-under, throw my foot over, and then I can roll backwards to grab my crucifix position. So one more time, we're here. My hand goes low on the belly because like we talked about, if it's high, he's going to grab it and then I'm going to have troubles. My knee goes where this knee is, bump him over here, and then I go over under, foot comes over, and then I can sit back. It would be on my right butt cheek in this case to get my crucifix position here. I can also roll over. So here, he pops up, here, and then I can also go over the top. If he's going more to turtle, I can roll over and then end up in the same position in crucifix. So now same thing, we're getting into crucifix position. So same way, I'm bumping him over, his arms up here, and then we're rolling backwards, end up in my crucifix, turning, and we're here. So I can grab his close hand and keeping my knees pinched into the sky so we can't get him away. If I keep my knees pointed towards him, this is the prime time for him to just loop it out. So my knees are pointed to the sky. Now it's very difficult for him to get his arm back. So the prime finish from this crucifix is the single arm choke. So if he's going to be blocking with his chin, because that's his only option, I have both of his arms. So my thumb is going to come in behind his jawbone and come close as I can around his neck. And then my hand is going to stay close to his neck. So I wrap it all the way around. And then I'm going to cup his trap, like as close to his neck as I can. And I'll put my own chin on top of my hand. Now when I want to finish this, my elbow is going to be pulling through, just like I would be grabbing the gear and pulling across with a choke, but my hand is not going to move from its position. So I was here, and then I'm pulling my arm through and around to get the choke. It does turn into a little bit of a crush, but he doesn't have an option to go anywhere because I have both of his hands. So here, wrapped around, grab, pulling through. One more time, beginning, from the beginning. Okay, so now maybe Brandon's being stubborn, so it's kind of not a lot of space in here. So I'm going to take my knee, I'm going to put it through that hole and get where I'm kind of facing him, trying to stay tight, to where I can pinch my knees onto his leg here. And so I pinched my knees on his leg, I'm staying tight. If his leg was open here, I could just start taking my leg and going around. If it's not open, and he's still here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay tight to him, and I'm going to pinch and try to drag him down to me while keeping that pinch. And then I can hook his leg. Now I have rolled him over to take his back, but I had to stay very tight to the chest so he doesn't just hurtle away from me. And now I can back up a little bit, get my top hook in, and now I have both hooks to start working my back attacks. So once again, we're in here. I'm going to take this back knee and go right into this hole while maintaining my tight position. Now I pinch on this knee that's close to me. I'm rolling us over here. Hook, hook. Grab his leg, back up, and throw my other hook in to get the back on this side. So now, same kind of thing, we're in this position and we're going to take the back again. So I'm going to get this knee close to that knee, and I'm going to step my foot over his close heel here. So I step over the close heel while I'm maintaining this tight pressure. Now I'm going to start peeling back his foot carefully because I don't want to hurt him. And then I'm going to try to peel it back, peel it back, peel it back, and kick my leg through to get the leg grabbed here. And then take his back from there. So, this angle? Yeah. Oh, underneath. Same thing, we're here. He comes in. This foot steps over. I'm peeling back as this one drives in. And then he'll come up a little bit, and then I can hook the leg here. This is kind of a truck position, but we're going to say no truck. We'll just kick forward, back up, and take his back. Okay, so last one that we're talking about. So whenever I've been driving through and I get my leg through in this hook, or maybe I started getting a hook in, like I was going to do a leg ride here, got a hook in, I can turn back towards his foot and grab his toes and start sitting back. Now I want to put my foot either on my own foot to push into it and start brushing, and pushing my own heel into his knee, or I want to cross my ankles and do the same thing where I'm keeping pressure down and into the crook of his knee and then pulling up to do the vaporizer muscle crush. So you can just be in here. I got the close hook in, like I was going to do a leg ride on like wrestling leg rides here. Now I'm going to turn towards his butt and his foot, grab the foot. I can step on this sometimes, or I keep it crossed, just really try to drive my shin into his knee, and then pulling his foot towards me to get the muscle crunch.